Good evening. Good evening. We are live from the Tower of Evil. I saw a comment here that says, what does it say? Marshall is like a band that puts out really good studio albums, but isn't the best live. I couldn't agree more with you, dude. Who was that? Anon 5771. Anon? Anon? I couldn't agree more with you. I really am not the best live, I have to say. I feel like I don't know what you have to do to be the best live, but you know, you have to be like reactive and you have to be like expressive and you have to be exasperated all the time and things have to get on your nerves and you have to be like, gotta be a lot of shock and awe factor. I just don't really provide that, do I? Just don't really provide that. I also like that this, somebody said this is the Iran draft waiting room. I like that. Elon Husk says Iran draft waiting room. Got the mains in here. Elon Husk, Real Ficorious. Isaiah in the chat. Isaiah in the chat. Allah's coming from Minas Tirith. So she's the enemy. She is the enemy. She is representing Gondor. She is representing light. She is the enemy. She shall be destroyed. We shall destroy her. We shall take no prisoners. There, we shall have no mercy. Yeah, Minas Morgul. Live from Minas Morgul. Live. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did get a haircut today. I got a haircut because I'm a kid. And because I figured I got this date coming up. And I shouldn't look completely like I've given up. She shouldn't have some she should think that I'm relatively normal. I don't want to freak her out. I don't want to freak her out. I feel like most of the way that I look most of the time, I'm trying to find some fancy word. I hate it when I try to find fancy words and you can never find it, man. My recall is just terrible. All the words that I've seen in my life, I can recall like maybe 0.5% of them. I just hate trying to recall words and they just don't come to you. Why can't they just come to you? Why can't they just come to you? Really annoys me. But yeah, most of the time I just kind of look like a what are those things from Star Wars? Oh, how embarrassing. Yeah, we got some YV edit lined up. YV edit. YV edit. We're gonna listen to it. She's got some hilarious actually. Who are those things from Star Wars? Like I think they're called Jawas. Star Wars. No, the other ones. The chat probably knows what I'm talking about. No, not Ewoks, not Wookiees. Jabbas. Jabbas? No, we're not. Yeah, it's Jabba the Hutt. We're not talking about. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. We're not talking about Ewoks, bro. You guys have one job to do. One job. We don't have any Star Wars nerds in the chat. Come on. I know all y'all are watching Star Wars. Like every day. Jawas? No, they're no, not furry things. Stop. No. No, not those. Star Wars. Come on. Can I change the setting on this? Holy shit, man. It is just oh shit. Now you guys I'm so stupid. Doxing myself all over the place. Now you guys know my other email. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just making a mess of things. Furry things, Star Wars. You can't just open up settings, you know, like everything's fine. Gotta be some mystery to me. You can't know everything about me, okay? You can't know everything about me. Holy shit, why do you use Bing? This isn't Bing. This is Star Wars Return of Jedi. Everybody's waiting to know what I look like most of the time. Oh yeah, you guys were right. Ewoks. Fuck. You guys had said that. You guys had said that like way back. Yeah. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. That's okay. I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, Ewoks. Ewoks. Most of the time I walk around looking like that thing right there. So I can't really show up to a date looking like him. I'm surprised she even because that's what I looked like the day that I asked her for her number. Or asked her to go get coffee. I didn't even ask for her number. But I asked to go get coffee and that's what I looked like. So I'm surprised she said yes. I'm surprised she said yes. I basically looked exactly like that. I feel like that's what I look like most of the time. So I figured he has aura. This nigga's aura is unrivaled. I've never seen aura like this. This is aura, bro. This is the definition of aura. You look up aura in the dictionary, it is just this nigga. Okay? Okay? This is aura. When people came up with the term aura, it was in reference to him. This is aura right here. Yeah, so Ewoks also use Bing. Yeah. So I figured I'd get a haircut. Figured I'd just get a trim. It's nothing crazy, but as you can see, you know, the sides are kind of trimmed and I just kind of look more presentable. Kind of look like I'm not you know, like I'm not unhinged, like I'm not just absolutely crazy, like I'm not just ready to die at any moment. So might be nicer for her. What about growing longer? Yeah. I thought about it. I have had long hair before. Maybe I can drudge up a picture of my long hair that I used to have and show you guys. Yeah, I used to have short shoulder length hair. And I have to say my long hair is very nice. It was a very nice look. Very nice look, but um you definitely looked unhinged last month. Yeah. So I had to clean it up. I had to clean it up. I had to clean it up. I'm still dreading this date though. Still dreading this date. Haven't texted her since she told me how old she was, 25, and that was a couple days ago. So I haven't texted her. I'm really not feeling it, dude. Especially in the morning when I like first open my eyes when I wake up in the morning. I'm just like, like no. 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 I was asking ChatGPT like what should I say to not sound like a loser? Maybe I can find the conversation. You guys will laugh at like the questions I asked ChatGPT. I was trying to figure out what do I answer to the question, the very dreaded question, what do you do for fun or something like that? Like, what do you do? You know, because I'm kind of crazy. Like I'm not normal. You know, I don't really have friends. I don't have a social life. I don't really do anything. I stay in all the time. So, um, you know, I can't just be honest. I can't just be honest uh, because then she's gonna. It's just a red flag. You know what I mean? It's not good. Not good. It doesn't sound great. What the hell? Oh, I gotta go all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I have a date this weekend with a 25-year-old female who lives in DC. I have a YouTube channel with 24,000 subs that I devote a lot of time to. I basically have no social life. I see my best friend every couple months down in Richmond. I basically only work out, do YouTube, and veg out, watch videos, shows, movies. I worry about being honest about YouTube, especially so early. First date, in parentheses. But if I don't mention YouTube, it kind of seems like I'm just a loser that does nothing. What should I tell her if she asks, what do you do for fun? ChatGPT answers and he says, he reassures me. He says, first, a quick mindset check. Your life is actually a lot more interesting than you think. Running a YouTube channel with 24,000 subscribers isn't nothing. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, ChatGPT. I didn't say that. You're going to have to go back and read it again. ChatGPT misses some stuff, man. He's actually been pissing me off a lot lately. He makes hella mistakes, honestly. Like I think he just reads too fast because he thinks he knows everything. He misses hella shit, bro. Hella shit. I never said that my life was nothing. I think my life is nothing if I don't mention that I have the YouTube channel. So he's missing the point here. The whole point is, do I divulge it or do I not? Do I divulge it or do I not? Wow, that ChatGPT question was sad. Yeah, dude, it's very sad. It's very sad out here. Life is sad, my nigga. Life is sad. He says, the simple, confident answer, if she asks, what do you do for fun? Keep it light and normal. Example answer is this. I spend a lot of time working out and I run a YouTube channel on the side. Should I say it in a British accent? I spend a lot of time working out and I run a YouTube channel on the side. It's actually grown to about 24,000 subscribers, so I spend a decent amount of time making videos and live streams. And outside of that, I'm usually watching podcasts or movies or learning random stuff online. He says, it makes me sound productive. It shows that I have a project. Doesn't overshare my entire routine. I don't know, bro. He's never been on a date, so he doesn't know that, like, you know. You say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Has 24,000 subscribers. It's kind of, you know. Human beings know that, like, okay, you don't have to tell me how many subscribers it has. That's kind of a flex. It's kind of a low-key flex. Like, you're just kind of pulling your dick out. You know what I mean? And ChatGPT doesn't understand this, you know. Why is ChatGPT always banging on keeping things light? I don't know, dude. I don't know. How to describe YouTube without sounding obsessive. He says, don't say, I basically spend all my time live streaming and reading chat. And also don't say, I don't really do anything else. Instead, say something like, I started it as the hobby, and it's grown way more than I expected. I talk about different topics and interact with the audience. It's actually pretty fun. Do not say these things on the first date. Avoid these things early on. I basically have no social life. I mostly sit at home. I watch porn and I had ED issues. I live stream every day and read chat constantly. But nigga, all those things are true though. He's basically telling me, like, don't tell her the truth. Don't tell her who you are, bro. What you are is, like, not okay. You know what I mean? You're cooked on this date. yeah, dude, I'm cooked. I'm already cooked, bro. You're overthinking it, Marshall. No need for outside advice. I kind of just did it just to just to humor myself, just to see what he would say. He actually has some decent like advice. Um, what did I respond with? I said, I understand. One problem though, my YouTube is rather controversial and triggering for women. I talk about ED, porn, and I'm extremely vulnerable and honest. I talk about feminism and about how feminist and masculine women have become. She can go and watch all this. It'd be a rather big shock. So now what should I say knowing that? He says, do not lie, but don't overshare immediately. If she asks what you do for fun, you can still say something like, I run a YouTube channel that's grown to about 24,000 subscribers. It's mostly discussions about relationships, culture, and personal development. That description is true, but it's also neutral. You don't need to say, I talk about porn addiction and erectile dysfunction. I criticize feminism. I talk about masculine women. I don't know. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. You know, because she's these women, like she's 25, she lives in DC, she has a couple roommates. She's she's like, you know, some Asian, Latino, black, white mix, like mutt, and she's like really hot. It's like you're clearly not like we're not on the same like I'm telling you, bro. We're not even close to the same. I just know we're not even close to like the same. Like she's this is probably tooting my own horn, but I would bet that she's definitely more so in the Matrix. Like she believes this stuff. Like she believes it's real. Like she believes all this stuff is real. Whereas I just kind of don't. Like I just kind of go through life just like not giving a shit. So it's not gonna go well. ChatGPT is on the black pill. Bro's cooked. She can't find out about this channel, Marshall. Just tell her you're broke so she can pay instead. But then it brought up some good points, and you know, it's more about energy really. It's about he said something that was really good. A woman remembers how the date felt. She doesn't remember what you said, which is true. I agree. Um, it is a lot about how the date felt. It's not really necessarily about what I say. It's about how it feels. It's about the energy, right? Everything's energy, which I know. So I'm hoping my energy can just take me through. I'm hoping my aura can just take me through. I'm hoping I can sort of channel this motherfucker right here, um, and just kind of aura max on her. I can probably just get by just aura maxing on her. You know, honestly, yeah. Oh, I got people wanting to know my streak days. Want to know how much semen I've built up. Nigga, don't worry about it, bro. Don't matter. Dude, just say you're an influencer, and if she asks more, just show her a beauty shot of your bootleg 7 out of 10 face. Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll be all right, guys. I'll make it. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. She watches Raymond. Uh, just lie about everything to maintain aura. Elon Husk. Yeah, you're right. It's all about aura, dude. It's all about aura maxing. It's all about channeling this dude. Honestly, this dude could bag any bitch he wants. Because that's just aura. That's unmatched aura. That's unrivaled. This is prime aura. This is the primest. It doesn't get better than this. This is aura right here. This is aura. You know? So I think I can just aura max. I'll probably just aura max on her. Just aura max on her. Just lie. Uh, honestly, it is crazy though. It is crazy how everything's just energy. You know? Because most of them forgot what you say or they know, but will modify it into what they want. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mhm. But yeah, if I tell her I have a YouTube channel, I don't really know. I don't think she can look me up. She knows my first name. If I don't give her my last name, then she's not gonna, I don't think she can look me up, but I don't know. I don't know if she can find me. I don't know if she can find me, you know. But as long as I just don't tell her the channel name, which ChatGPT told me, he said, just don't tell her the channel. He was like very adamant about it. Just don't tell her the channel name. Just tell her that you have a YouTube channel, that you make content about like culture and current events and stuff like that, and your personal life, your thoughts on things, but do not tell her the channel name. So, Marshall, you are so naive. Why? Tell me how I'm naive. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I think I might possibly be one of the most naive human beings on the planet. That's probably why I just stay inside all the time, because I'm too naive to go to leave my house. Because I'm so naive that I'll just get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? Like people will just literally wipe the floor with me for whatever use they need me for out there. That's why I just stay inside all the time. That's why I don't get in relationships, because they end up just, I mean, they just put their hand up my ass and just work me like a puppet, you know, because I'm just so naive. Just tuning in. Why is there a picture of my Filipino mother-in-law on screen? Your Filipino mother-in-law got hella aura. Got hella aura. Yeah, but the thing is, okay, so B-boy Red Moon, you say for a first date, she doesn't really need to know about the channel till maybe date 3, in my opinion. Yeah, but the thing is, if I don't mention the channel, like some you know, somebody asked me, like, what do you do for fun? You know what I mean? I would be, dude, okay, you take out my YouTube channel, what do I do for fun? Ooh, um, I work out and I kind of just like I'm already fucked. You know what I mean? Like she's already just like, okay, this dude does absolutely nothing. This dude does absolutely nothing. He doesn't get laid, he gets no puss. His dick probably doesn't work, you know what I mean? What do you do for fun? I work out. Um I watch like a lot of like podcasts and watch that many podcasts to be honest. Right now I'm watching like industry, you know what I mean? Like it's all bad. It's just so bad. I work out, um, just watch like, you know, just the normal stuff. Just watch shows and you know, read from time to time. It's a lie, but we won't tell her that. Read from time to time. Oh God, it's just so bad, dude. It's so bad because I literally just stay here, you know. I work out sometimes and then I'm just here. I'm just here. So if I don't mention the YouTube channel, I'm just fucked. You know, I'm just fucked. Don't mention, she will instantly find out. You will not have a second date, or maybe she'll appreciate your honesty and like you even more. Oh, great. So like that didn't, thank you. That didn't help at all. That's literally what I think too. That's my own thought. Thank you. Don't lie. Say you were making YouTube videos and you just recently were able to start live streaming. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. I think I have to mention my YouTube channel to sound like I'm somewhat productive and like I'm not just an absolute loser. Because she also knows that I'm 33. So if I say like, you know, I'm 33, what do you do for fun? I just kind of work out and I just I like watch shows and watch you know who Professor Zhang is? Like watch a lot of predictive history videos. Just yeah. Listen to a lot of music. She's gonna be like, oh my God, you're 33. You need to have a life and be successful before you even entertain the idea of getting a girlfriend. I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure because then the woman that you're with, how do you know if she's really down for you? You know what I mean? If there is such a thing. We probably don't believe in that, do we? Pablo Gonzalez, if we have to be successful and have a life before getting a girlfriend, before even entertaining the idea of getting a girlfriend, well, number one, you've just ruled out basically half the male population right there. I mean, they'll never be successful. They'll never have a life. Okay, that's half the male population. So you're basically saying half the male population, you guys should never even consider getting a girlfriend. Get it out of your mind. All those movies that you watch when you grew up watching like rom-coms and stuff, get it out of your mind. It's garbage. You got no shot. You got no shot. You need to have a life. You need to be successful before you even entertain the idea of getting a girlfriend. So you've ruled out half the male population, not ideal. Probably more, probably 60%, 70%. And and then the thing is, say you're successful and you have a life before you get a girlfriend. Then your girlfriend, you don't know if she's really into like you, if this is such a thing. This might be a myth. The whole like, oh, she's into you for you, for you. She's just into you. She's just like you. It's just a purely like spiritual connection. Has nothing to do with anything material that you offer or provide, right? I'm not really sure I believe that, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, dude, it's all about like what you have. You know what I mean? Like chicks wouldn't be hitting me up in the emails if I didn't have a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? So you're probably right, Pablo Gonzalez. I'm just so black pilled, dude. I'm just so black pilled. It's over. Because I just don't, I have no perspective of what it's like to be. There's probably hella men that like are hella ugly and they got nothing going for them. They don't make a lot of money. And it's like they've lived an entire life like that. I have no idea what it's like to be like that. They're probably just like, they probably have a completely different perspective on life than I do. Because they're just like, dude, there is literally no shot for us. There's none. Like there's none. Which sucks. Which sucks. Favorite metal band? Well, I think Tool counts as metal. So probably Tool. Aren't you worried about her finding your channel? No, I'm not necessarily worried. Ladies love what you go on. I'm not necessarily worried about her finding my channel. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm more worried about well, I'm not really worried about anything to be honest, but I'm more worried about just coming off as like I don't do jack shit. Like I'm just a loser. You know what I mean? That's more what I'm worried about. I honestly don't care if she finds my channel because a good thing about telling her about the channel, albeit she probably shouldn't know what the channel is or like see it like immediately, right? It shouldn't be after the first date, maybe after like the third date. But she should know that I have a channel at least and maybe see it because it can filter her out. It can filter the good women from the bad women, the women that would like agree with me and like be down and they would be just like, oh hell yeah, I fuck with it. Versus the ones that are like, oh no, like all the radical feminists who are like, oh no, never, never. Oh my God, he's a misogynist. Oh my God, he's terrible. Oh my God, he's the Antichrist. Oh my God, he hates women. Oh my God, he's blah 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 blah. It's so funny that like there's all this content online that like suggests that stuff, and I actually like if you just knew me for my online persona, you'd probably think that I'm all those things. You'd probably think that I'm terrible. But it's just crazy how like I feel better about myself than I ever have, right? I feel like I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been. Paradoxically, while giving a public persona of like basically just pure evil. Well, to half the population, to half the population, to most men, I mean, they agree with me. They're like, oh yeah, let's go, fuck yeah, brother. But to most women, at least what women say, at least what they'll say. We all know that what women think and what they say completely different, completely different. But what they say around their girlies, around people that are in the system, in the matrix as well, they say, "Oh, he's misogynist. He's terrible. He hates women. I wouldn't go anywhere near him. He's dangerous. He's dangerous." All this stuff. I'm telling you, it's weird. Like I don't even feel. It's almost like getting all this out online has like made me inside. Inside, I'm like the least. I feel like I'm the least hateful I've ever been because it's all out. It's this weird paradox where the worse people think of you, the better you feel. Like it's weird. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, um but yeah, that was kind of a tangent. I'm not worried about her finding my channel though. Um I really don't care. So, well, didn't she ask you for your channel name? No, no, she didn't ask for my channel name. No. No, no, no. I mean, we haven't even gone on the date yet. Manosphere Vinyl says Tool, Gojira, Meshuggah, Opeth, Dream Theater, Mastodon, Symphony X. So the only band there that I haven't listened to is Symphony X. But yes, I agree with everything else. You're absolutely right. We are lock and step there. Um, yeah, she's going to hate you. You talk too much, dude. I actually, dude, I only talk because I'm yeah. This is, dude, I'm telling you, in real life, I don't really talk this much. I actually don't really talk at all. I actually don't even like talking. I really don't like talking, bro. I really don't like talking. I know that comes as a surprise, but I really do not enjoy talking. If I could not talk, I would. But I have a YouTube channel now, and I'm gonna try to make it my sole source of income. So I guess I have to be a talker now. I guess I have to talk. But it's a lot of times it's agonizing for me. When she asks for a channel name, what will you say? I'll say we're I'm already talking about this date like it's gonna happen. Most likely this date won't happen because she's gonna flake. Most women flake. Okay. I'm actually hoping that this date doesn't happen. I don't really want it to happen, bro. You know? It's been so long. I'm just not equipped to be in like normie world. Cause it's like it's normie. It's normie stuff. Like this is normie land. It's so weird. It's so weird for me to like act like go into it's like being unplugged for the matrix and then you have to like plug yourself back in and then like interact with like people who are plugged in. It's like what am I even doing? But yeah, if she asks what my channel name is, I'll just say we're not. I'll tell you we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know. Nothing else about the date I'm worried about. Like I'm pretty. I mean, it's pretty easy. But I'm just worried about her asking What do I do for fun? That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because I have bad answers for that if I don't mention a YouTube channel. I just look like a complete loser. I just look like a complete loser, bro. I literally only have like I work out. I have to mention tennis, even though I never really play tennis, but I do really enjoy playing tennis. But I have nobody to play up here with. I play with my boy down in Richmond, but so I can say I work out, I play tennis. Uh, Also, what ChatGPT mentioned is that a lot of times you make mistakes. So this is actually something that I've learned firsthand experience, and ChatGPT was telling me. I was like, damn, ChatGPT, like you know this? Like, how do you even know this, bro? You're a robot. You're like in my phone. Like you've never even interacted with people. It's crazy how he knows things that like only I know, bro. Like only I know, and I've lived it. So like I know this from like personal experience. Um, he said something like, don't over explain yourself, right? Don't talk, don't like it signifies that you're like less is better basically. So when she asks what do you do for fun, you just say oh, I just kind of keep it simple. I work out, watch podcasts, keep up on news, play tennis, just watch shows and stuff like that. Just kind of the normal, friends every now and again. Just kind of make it sound chill. Like that answer right there, if I could say that, if I could replicate that in the date, whew, I'm good, baby. I'm good. Because that just sounded like, damn, this dude's hella normal. You know what I mean? Like he ain't worried about a thing. I ain't worried about it. You know? So he knows that if I was to like over explain and be like, yeah, and I have a YouTube channel and I have a friend in Richmond that I go visit all the time, and yeah, we play like tennis, and I watch these like podcasts about like economics and like history and stuff, and blah, 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 and just like keep going, then it sounds like you're trying to sound like you do things. So like you probably don't do things. You're probably insecure about how you like you know what I mean? God, I'm so tired of hearing myself talk, bro. Marshall, you have 24K subs, you have clout. Bitches love clout. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I want to drop that. I want to drop that. I'll just, oh yeah, I do play chess. Fuck, I completely forgot. See what I mean? Bitches love clout, dude. That's a real thing. Like what? The thing is, the YouTube channel is an extension of me. It is my body of work. It isn't. Is it? It's a material manifestation of who I am. That's what the YouTube channel is. So like, I should just drop it immediately. I don't have. I'm not ashamed of that. Or I'm not bigger than that. You know. I'm not above that. I'm not above that. Yo, fellas, it doesn't matter what Marshall will say. The chick will be obsessed with him, and it doesn't matter if he's shy, asshole, or anything else. So don't complicate Marshall. Damn, real Ficorius, thank you. Thank you. That's what I need. I need people just stroke. Stroke. I appreciate it, Doug. That's what I need. Women love potential. Yeah, they love potential. They do love potential. The last good looking girl I got with never asked what I did for a living or anything about hobbies. If she's good looking, she most likely is set on main character. Really? You think so? Yeah. I feel like the less I try to seem like I am, right? It's almost like the more she's going to see me as. It's this paradox where like the less you try, the less you say, she thinks, well, this nigga ain't even, he's not even trying to show me that he's something. So he must be something. You know what I mean? Like he must be something. If he's just like, he's not even trying to show me that he's something. He's trying to come off as if he's nothing. What is this? What is this? Nobody does this. He's trying to come off as if he's nothing. So you must be something. You know what I mean? Whereas if you try to come off as if you're something, she's like, ah, yeah, you're a loser. You're nothing. You're nothing. You're garbage. C Chamber 27, that's exactly it. I know, bro. I know. You know, I know. You know, I know. Once you try to impress someone, you already lost. Zen Pulse. Spot on. Spot on. Best words a man can say, fuck it. Spot on, Jesse. So, all right, I'm glad we all settled this together. Alice says, be yourself. Do you know yourself? I mean, I would venture to say that I know myself more than most people. Yes. It's not a binary thing, right? Be yourself. Do you know yourself? It's not a destination. You never reach that point. It's just a question of how much do you know yourself? And do you know yourself better than the other person, right? Do you know yourself better than the other person knows themselves? Usually whoever knows themselves the most is probably the one that's going to come off as less like desperate, more valuable. This is probably going to have more of the attraction to them. You know what I mean? Benny Burrito with the $5. Appreciate it, Doc. Appreciate it. Benny Burrito in the chat. Let's go. So. Bring a chessboard with you, Isaiah. Isaiah says, bring a chessboard with you. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'm actually, I'm actually strongly considering that. That's actually a great idea. I like that. Because I kind of hate talking. It's nice if we can have something to do while we talk. But who knows if she knows how to play chess? I'm guessing that she doesn't. And then even if she does, she's going to be ass. She's going to be ass, bro. She's going to be absolute ass. It's going to be like a terrible game. It's going to be so boring for me, but the date will last as long as the chess game lasts. That's what I say to her. Pull it out. Just say, yeah, this is lasting as long as this match lasts. Okay. I hope you know how to play. Yeah. C Chambers says, the fact is guys who are having success are getting it so easy that they are all displaying the same don't give a fuck attitude naturally. They are not trying to prove anything, so women are looking for that vibe. That is true. That's exactly right. C Chamber. C Chamba. C Chamba. Is it Chamba? Speaking of chessboard, there's one chick on TikTok saying she was pissed because the guy knew her personality based on her body language. And he pulls out the chessboard and says, let's play. Interesting. Alice says, just a little question here. Why are you so nervous about this date? I thought you want it just for fun, or you have hopes. Well, look. It is for fun. you can have hopes for fun because fun is sex, right? So there are hopes for sex, right? So I can be nervous and have hopes for sex, right? But it's not nervous as like, oh, I want her to like, I want her, I just want her, I want her to think that I'm the one or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not that. It's not that. Are you going Dutch? And is she white? Kitty Daddy with the $2. Appreciate it. Not sure what going Dutch means. She's not white. She might be mixed with white, but she's a mutt. She looks Asian slash Hispanic slash black slash white. So she could be anything. She could be anything. She has a white name. It's not like a Hispanic or a black name, so or an Asian name for that matter. But Asians don't really have Asian names anymore, do they? Once they come to America, they all take American names. So so yeah. But yeah, this dude's aura. How about this dude's aura, man? How about this dude's aura? I don't want to. Can I eat, bro? I have these dates here. Since we're date maxing, I need to keep up my energy. I don't want to chew in your ear. Have some class, but probably gonna get shit for this. My legs are super sore. Like super sore. I worked out legs like 2 days ago. What day was it? What's today? Today's Tuesday? Yeah. So I worked out Sunday. I worked out legs and I did front squats and lunges. That's it. I wish I was joking, but I did front squats. I did 4 sets of front squats of like 10. And then I did lunges. And I did lunges of like I think it was with maybe let's say 85 pounds on my shoulders, right? Like a barbell. And I lunged for like 20 yards or maybe like 40, maybe 30 yards. And I did that like back and forth maybe 3 times yeah, 3 times maybe, twice. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. That is it. And my legs, bro. I mean, this soreness is so bad. I literally look handicapped. I can't even like it's one of those ones where you to sit on the toilet to take a shit like you're literally like bracing, like you're holding the walls and like you gotta go slow and then like everything's a groan. Any like if I stand up, it's a groan. If I sit down, it's a groan. It's just like, bro, my legs are destroyed, destroyed, and I didn't even do that much. And I don't know why I do it because I swear to God, when I'm this sore, I feel like my brain doesn't really work as well. There's not as much energy going to my brain, you know? This dude, I mean, just things are simple for him, man. He doesn't. Sometimes I wish I was this dude. Just look at this aura, man. Just look at this aura. Look at all the knowing in his eyes. Like he's not going to the gym and like working out, bro. He's not doing no front squats, bro. You know, he's not going on dates. He's not asking ChatGPT nothing. He's not reacting to Sam Harris and YB Edit. You know, dude, don't give a shit about YB Edit, bro. Like YB Edit, crazy feminist. Ain't nothing to him, bro. It ain't nothing to him. You don't give a shit. I just wish things were simple. Lord Farquaad's brother. Enjoy work, man. Thanks for joining the stream for a little bit. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So this one's a pretty good one. I don't want to react to this. I don't know what it is about YB Edit, man, but it's just kind of crazy that people exist like this, you know? It's just kind of crazy. Like, you got one life to live, man. I mean, I have one life to live, and I'm spending it I'm spending it watching YV Edit, bro. Like, what am I doing? Not her again, please, no. What, dude, I have to, if I'm tortured, you guys have to be tortured. We have one life to live, and we're spending our time watching YV Edit, bro. Like, what are we even doing, man? What are we even doing? Sometimes I think that all this is just all this discussion online, man. It's just because we can't. It's just because we don't have to like go out and hunt food now, and it's just, yeah. That even makes sense. I really hate how her face looks. Spare us? No, because there's a good point in here. There's a good point. Well, she doesn't make a good point. I'm gonna make a good point off of her, I feel like. But she says something wild in this. I mean, she says wild things all the time, but I wish I was better than this, dude. I wish I was better than watching YV Edit. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be better than this, man. Sometimes it's just like, what the hell am I even doing, man? All right, let's watch.
I realize a lot has already been said about this interview, but I think there's one more clip that's worth watching and discussing, so let's do that together.
That affects our lives that we have no control over. For example, because of the dating and mating crisis, we no longer have sexual connections, emotional connections, and there's a part of the brain that is getting starved because sex is so important. So there's something missing in our lives, and that's what is necessary for addiction to grow. And this is creating huge problems because it's sort of like if I fill up your stomach with unhealthy food, you don't have any micronutrients, but you're not going to crave broccoli. So that's what's happening in our society. We're using porn as a substitute for relationships. And that's creating these really strong societal pressures, including a mass extinction event. Because we've got 32-year-olds who do not know how they're going to ever have children. Men are getting really, really angry. There's like this incel movement. Like women feel safer with a wild bear than they do with a man.
So this is very much the alt-right pipeline. And the reason I know that is because I'm very familiar with church culture, very specifically fundamentalist church culture and the way that these people think. And let me just tell you, they're the same picture. Everything that this man said is something that I have heard in the church, including the criticism of porn, including the idea of smex as something people need. Anytime that things start to sound like something I used to hear in church, I know that people that are watching this content and taking it seriously are going down the alt-right pipeline. Starting with the whole things are out of our control thing, this is not only a defeatist mindset, it's also like the precursor to like Boone and anchor his argument in a place that can't be argued with. It's basically a false presumption right out the gate that this is something that people, and even more so specifically men, cannot control. That's a scary thing to say, and that is not a factual thing to say, because truthfully these things can be controlled, maybe not in the way that we want, but the truth is women have come out with their standards and the ball is in men's court. They can either decide to live up to those standards, or basically both sides are going to decide not to date each other. That's what's happening. But it is not outside of anybody's control.
I mean, I think women only have standards because I mean, because they just have all this. I mean, you don't. You have the having standards is it's crazy, bro. It's crazy what a standard used to be back in the day, right? A standard used to be back in the day like you provide food, provide protection, right? Food, provide protection. I'm pretty sure that was it, right? I'm pretty sure that was it. Provide food, provide protection, right? This is what I mean. Like, I think it only just keeps going. I think it only just keeps going. You know? Like, now that women can have their own food and they have their own protection, right? They have shelter. They're warm. They have warmth. They have AC. They're cool. They have all this comfort, right? They have a nice bed. They have more comfort than anything, right? They have friends. They have a social group, all this stuff. They're just, it's just, they demand more now of men, right? So it's not enough to, you can't just provide, you can't just provide like money because like she has her own money, right? She has her own money. So it's not enough to just provide anymore. You have to be, it just continues, man. It just continues. It will never end. It will never end. It will never end. You know, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But she says she is. This isn't the point, though. This isn't the point. She says it. She says it coming up here.
Women have done the part that they can control, and the ball is now in men's court.
I don't think that women controlled what their standards are because your standards. You can only have standards if you're not like. If you don't need us for things, right? If you don't. Their standards, what they want, right? I don't know.
And it has been for hundreds of years. This is nothing new, by the way. This male loneliness epidemic, the fact that men are not dating or mating, whatever, all of this is within men's control. And men are making an active choice, by the way, just as women are saying, these are our standards. This is what it would take to date us. There are many men out there that are actively saying, I will not rise to these standards. I will actively stay exactly where I'm at because I don't want to do that. Are they angry about it? Are they afraid of being alone? Yeah, those things may be true, but again, it is in their control. And by the way, this is the exact way in which men have.
By the way, listening to YV Edit is I think it is a path to enlightenment. I genuinely believe this. I genuinely believe this. If you can listen to YV Edit, you can listen to anyone. Okay? You can listen to anyone if you can listen to YV Edit. If YV Edit is triggering you, then you got some work to do. You got some work to do. I'm telling you, YV Edit is the most pristine training for dealing with women. It's pristine. It's the best training you can get, right? It's YV Edit is like BUDS, right? So for Navy SEALs, they have to go to basic underwater demolition training, also known as BUDS in Coronado. That's where they get trained to be these sick ass warriors. Okay. I think YV Edit is like BUDS. She's basically top tier elite training, except for basically just whatever's going to be thrown at you with women, because whatever is going to be thrown at you won't be worse than what YV Edit throws at you. You know what I mean? Someone set up a debate between YV Edit and Marshall. Dude, she would absolutely wipe the floor with me because she would say so many things and she would talk so fast that my brain would literally turn into mush. Like my brain would stop working, bro. Like my brain would actually stop functioning when I'm talking to her. My soul would start to leave my body. I wouldn't even know what to say. There is nothing. Here's the thing, bro. I think women like YV edit. I think the point is that you really aren't really supposed to interact with women like this. I think the point of her existence, right? The point of her existence is you're not really supposed to engage with stuff like this. Because she's meant to. I don't think a debate with YV edit is a real thing. I think I think it's like a I don't really think she might be a robot. She might be a reptilian. She might be, I don't know if she's human. I don't know if she's human. Okay. But that's the thing. That's the thing about YV edit. Okay. She's great training. She can make you enlightened, bro. If you just listen to her all the time and you end up being okay with it, I'm pretty sure you've achieved nirvana. Like, you've achieved nirvana, bro. You can deal with anything. You can deal with anything, bro. Because I really don't think that there is much. Yeah, I just don't really think that you can discuss anything with a woman like this. She doesn't seem like you could really discuss anything with her. She seems pretty set, you know. She's pretty set. She's a training tool. She's a training tool, right? You kind of just put her on the background and you let it torture you until like you don't even feel anything anymore, right? You don't even feel anything anymore. Maybe that's why I listen to YV. It just kind of reminds me of my childhood. Maybe that's kind of what it is. It's kind of nostalgic in a way. It's kind of nostalgic. Kind of nostalgic for me. Set up an alarm with our sound. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But let's keep going. Let's listen to her again.
Been manipulating women for hundreds of years. They've been saying these are our standards. If you can't cook, if you can't clean, if you're not a virgin, etc., etc. Put a pin in that virgin thing, by the way. If you don't take care of yourself, like visually, if you don't work out, like, we're not going to date you. And women have acted accordingly. When somebody has something you want and you think you want it, you're going to do whatever it takes to get it. If you don't want it that bad, then you're not going to change anything to get it. And this is where that disconnect is, right? Between dating and mating, between smex and relationships, especially in this man's shriveled up, tiny little rat brain, okay? The things that he's saying, I saw somebody in the comments say this, that just because you say these things calmly with a lot of like emotional control or whatever, that does not mean this conversation is not abso-fucking-lutely unfucking hinged. That does not mean that what you're saying is not like straight out of like a incel manifesto. Okay, moving on to the whole dating and mating crisis that leads to no sexual connection and no emotional connection. Oh, by the way, those things are different. And by the way, one of those things men are very interested in and the other one they're not. So pairing them together like that is very disingenuous because you're presenting these things as though they come together for both men and women. They don't. At scale, there are way more women that are offering both than there are men. Most men are really, even within committed relationships, they only want to offer and experience the sexual connection. They are not interested in the emotional connection whatsoever. So right then and there, that's another disingenuous statement that anchors the conversation in a fake reality, in something that is not actually happening. Okay, on to the next part. There's a part of the brain that's being starved because smex is so important. I'm gonna stop you right there. That sounds exactly like church speak. That sounds exactly like the type of shit that pastors used to say.
She talks to us like we're fucking children. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. This is what I subject myself to all the time. All the time. It's nostalgic, no? It's nostalgic. Is she talking about Marzo? Um, Marshall, please. All right. Hold up.
To women in order to guilt and coerce them into having obligatory mechanical smex, maintenance smex with their husbands. They would say you are starving your husband of affection, you're starving him of the things that he so desperately needs, and the more you do that, the more he's going to turn to other things. Again, put a pin in that. We need to get it the fuck together about this sex as a need thing, okay? It's not a need, it's a want. If it was a need, it would be something that you'd be biologically unable to survive without. The only
Okay, that's the point that I wanted to like kind of hone in on there. Let me just replay that for you real quick.
pin in that. We need to get it the fuck together about this sex as a need thing, okay? It's not a need, it's a want. If it was a need, it would be something that you'd be biologically unable to survive without.
Okay. So needs are things that you cannot biologically survive without. Okay. Let's take this. Okay. So sex isn't a need because you can biologically survive without it. Okay. So if I'm to think that only needs are things that you can biologically cannot live without. That would be food and water, I'm pretty sure. However, you can live without water for 4 days, I'm pretty sure. So it only ends up being a need on the 5th day. So 4 days without water. If you want water for like today, for example, that's actually a want. So, if you think you need water today, you're wrong. That's actually a want. Okay. So, because you can survive biologically without water today. Food is actually longer. So food you can actually live without for, I think, like 40 days. So, for you to want food, like if you want to get fed this week, for instance, that's actually a want. It's not a need. It's not a need, okay? You can actually survive without food this week. You can survive without food this week. But we can take this, a little further. She does not need running water. It's not a biological need. You can survive without running water. Millions of, if not billions of people do it every single day. So, you don't need voting rights to biologically survive. You don't necessarily need to make your own money to biologically survive. If you have, well, you can steal food, but you can also be with a man, right? Serve a man, give him things that he needs in exchange for being provided with money or whatever. You don't really want money. You just want what it provides you, right? She doesn't need an apartment to biologically survive. So you could actually be in the street. You don't need hearing or vision. You don't need hearing or vision. Electrodynamics says you don't need hearing or vision. That's true. You don't need hearing or vision to biologically survive. Okay. You don't need the right to vote to biologically survive. You don't need to be able to choose whether you have an abortion or not. Like you don't have to choose whether you have a kid or not to biologically survive. Okay. That choice can actually be made for you. So that choice is not, you don't really need that choice. My body, my choice. Well, that's actually a want. It's actually a want. My body, my choice. Well, that's actually a want. Okay. That's not a need. It's not a need. So, and the emotional is also a want, not a need then. This is a great point because watch what she says. Watch what she says.
The only thing that men need and crave is power over women.
Okay, hold up. I think she's being, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing here, but you just said that needs are only things that you can biologically survive without. And then she seems to say that power over women is a need for men, meaning that we cannot biologically survive without power over women. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Because that's clearly not true, right? If it is true though, say it is true that we do need power over women to biologically survive. Well, it would kind of be inhumane to not give us our power over women, right? It would kind of be inhumane to deprive us of that. Deprive us of our power over women. It'd be inhumane because that's a biological need, right? But she keeps on saying
which
something.
they oftentimes play out in the form of sex with women. Notice also how he didn't mention that emotional connection, that's how you know it was bullshit, as part of something that people need, because that part is actually very important to help.
No. Important, no, but it's not a need though. Neither is emotional connection, which is a great point, as what somebody said. I can't remember who it was, but I'll continue this point. Thank you, Kitty Daddy, for the $5. I will make this real simple. Men want schmecks. Men need schmecks to put up with the fucking BS. Women were given rights 100 years ago. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. I would say that sex is a need. I mean, it's such a low bar to define needs as only what you can biologically survive without, that you can't biologically survive without, rather. We did give them rights. Everything that women have was given to them. It's true. Yeah, imagine YV Edit, man. Imagine YV Edit just in your crib all the time. Imagine you're dating YV Edit, right? Like you have to like come on, bro. You have to listen to this all the time, and you're not even getting some. You know what I mean? Like goddamn. All I can say about whoever she's dating, if she is dating somebody, I hope that dude gets hella. I hope he gets hella something. You know what I mean? I hope he gets it all the time, because that would be the only way that it's worth it, I think. But emotional connection is also not needed. Emotional connection is also not a need. You can survive without emotional connection with people. I would actually say that sex is more of a, what do we think? Is sex more of a need than emotional connection with people? I would probably say that sex is more of a need than emotional connection with people, but both, you don't need to biologically survive. I'll grant that. You know? So all these women that are clamoring for like, I need emotional connection. I need this. I need that. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And if you say you do need that, well, okay, then I need sex then. Then I need sex. How about that? I need emotional connection. I need you to be emotionally open and available and aware and intelligent. And I need to know what you're thinking. And we need to discuss these things. Okay, then I need sex then. Okay. I swear to God, bro. Men and women, it's almost like, bro, it's just too much for my mind at times, bro. It's just too much for my mind at times. It's just this power. It's just power. That's all it is. It's just power. That's all it is. And it'll go on forever. It will go on for infinity. It will go on till the end of the universe. This power struggle between men and women. It will go on forever, bro. It will never stop. Like, dudes will be reacting to IV edits for millions of years. I'm just one iteration in a long line of dudes reacting to IV edits. Okay? For billions of years, this is going to happen. This is never going to end. It's never going to stop. Actually, people do need connection. Yeah, but you might need connection with maybe one person. I don't think you actually need connection. I mean, talk to a monk in the mountains, you know? You actually don't. You actually don't, right? Just because some dude, like, it can be done, is what I'm saying. It can be done. It can be done. Any human being goes without food for 40 days, they're going to die. Any human being goes without water for more than 5 days, they're going to die. You know what I mean? So those are actually needs. Those are actually needs. Sergio Garcia, thank you for the 25 euros, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Anything that somebody needs is something that every single human being is going to, if they hit that limit, right, for like food and water, you're going to die. I would say that is a biological need. There's a lot of biological needs like temperature, things like temperature and stuff. You know, you don't need an apartment, but you do need to keep your body temperature at a certain level. So you do, like, if you stay outside, you need a fire in the cold, and you need some sort of shade in the summer. You need to keep your body temperature at a certain level. Can't lose a certain amount of fluids, all that stuff, right? Those are biological needs, but there are people that survive without. You can have. I think emotional connection is. It is, I don't know if I would classify it a need. She seems to think maybe we just have to redefine what needs are, because her definition of a need, I think, is kind of crazy. Her definition of a need is what you biologically cannot survive without. I think that's kind of crazy. There are a lot of things that human beings, I think most human beings would argue that they need, things like emotional connection and bonds and stuff like that, sex, that aren't necessarily things that would kill you if you didn't get them. But emotional connection, you can have that with a friend. You can have that with a coworker. You can have it with your mother or your father or your siblings. You don't necessarily, I think that just one emotional connection with somebody in your life is really all that you need to survive, right? I think if you have 0 emotional connections with anybody, I mean, unless you're a psychopath, yeah, that's probably going to do you in the long term. You're probably not going to last long. But if you just have one friend, or just like a parent or something like that you're close with, I think that's good enough. I don't think that you necessarily need an emotional connection with a woman. That's the thing about men and women, is like, we have this idea where we have to be like so compatible. Like the goalposts are just moving. The standards are just moving. What women want is just infinitely moving. It's an infinite moving goalpost of standards. We gave them protection. We gave them food. Okay, now give us shelter. Now give us, more comfortable living situation, running water, all these inventions, all the things that we've done, all these innovations that men have made. It's all been for women, It's all been to satisfy this, I think, this insatiable thirst, hunger for more and more and more. We have to think, men are the ones that continuously do more, right? Conquer more. We do the things. We provide, right? We provide the material world. We are continuously providing this material world. More technology advances, go to war, conquer, spread, more resources, spread our empires, more armies, more power. We're doing more and more and more and more. We are the providers. We actually provide these things. We create these things. But there has to be some sort of reason why we're doing this. What are we doing this for? Because there is a hunger for all this stuff, right? There's the hunger for all this stuff. I don't know if men necessarily have a hunger for this. Men and women are they're just two, they're codependent on each other, right? One doesn't exist without the other, sort of thing, right? If you took out all women today, men would just stop doing anything. We'd stop doing everything, bro. We'd literally stop doing everything. We wouldn't do anything. There's no point. There's no point, right? There's no point. We wouldn't do anything. But if men disappeared, I mean, women's hunger, I don't even, would their hunger just, it would just be starved out, you know? Their hunger would never be satisfied or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just interesting how we're both two sides of the same coin. But yeah, women just have all these moving standards, just more standards, right? You give them a better quality of life, now they want an even more better quality of life. Give me more. Give me more. It'll never end. It will never end. It will never end. It'll never be enough. It'll never be enough, right? Ah. The thing is, man, they just use so much, like the dangers, right? It was dangerous. Oh, we're a dangerous incel. Dangerous incel. Oh, you're dangerous. Oh, you're psychopathic. Oh, you're patriarchal. Oh, you're sexist. Oh, you just want to conquer. All these terms, and it's just like you hear them so much. At a certain point, bro, at a certain point, they stop meaning anything to you. It literally is like background noise. I'm telling you. It literally is just background noise. At a certain point, you reach where you've heard this stuff enough that it ceases to mean anything to you. It doesn't even affect you anymore. I used to, you know, guilt and shame and women saying that I was bad and like I should do certain things. I used to think that that was a problem because, you know, I had to fix certain things, right? I had to fix, and then if I fixed these certain things, it would, you know, then she would give me a pat on the back and it would be all right. And then it would be like, okay, great. Like you fixed it. Now we're good. We're good to go. Good to go. Okay, great. Awesome. But what you realize over time is it will never end. That's the thing. It just never ends. It is infinite. It is this infinite game. And so when the game's infinite, you're just like, okay, like this will go on forever. It stops meaning anything to you. It really stops meaning anything to you because if it goes on forever, then I mean, it's just rigged. It's not even a real thing. Kitty Daddy said, "Stop freaking out, Marshall. She's a mutt. Split the bill. Be better. Please date YouTube girls this summer. I expect TRVE humiliation." I don't know what TRVE is. Please date YouTube girls this summer. I will not be dating YouTube girls. She's a mutt. Who are you talking about as a mutt? Talking about Wivey Edit? Or are you talking about my date this weekend? I know she's a mutt. Split the bill? We're having coffee. And I owe her. Because I forgot her mattress pad. So, mattress cover. So I have to buy her coffee, okay? I have to. But thank you for the $5, dude. I don't know what TRVE means. Oh, man. Marshall, how long was your longest relationship? It was... How long was it? Well, an actual relationship, real relationship, it was 2.5 years, maybe. It was in high school. Oh, man. Sometimes I feel like, you know, just reacting to this stuff, it's just, it will never end. That's the thing. It's like, I can do this, right? I guess I can do this. Like just do live streams and make YouTube videos where I'm just reacting to YV edits for the rest of my life. But like, that's all it'll be, you know? This will never do anything. This will never accomplish anything. This will never accomplish anything, man. You know? And I see this so clearly. I see it so clearly, like this will never accomplish anything. I mean, I can do this, but it's just, it doesn't mean anything, bro. It doesn't mean anything. Am I really better than YV edit? You know what I mean? If I'm reacting to YV edit, am I just the male version of a YV edit? If I'm a male version of the YV edit, man, that's terrible. That's terrible. That'd be like the worst thing you could ever call me, bro. If you say I'm a male YV edit, I'm gonna lose it. Somebody say that to me. I'm gonna lose it, bro. Do videos ever accomplish anything anyway? No, they don't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess they do. They spread division between men and women, you know? They spread division between men and women. Maybe division is necessary. You're a male YV edit. Oh God. YV edit, man. It's crazy that there are women that exist like this, though. Like they actually, I don't think there's no getting through to them, you know? There's just no getting through to them. And I don't want to it's crazy because the claims, the things that she says are just so crazy, bro. They're just so crazy. They're triggering in a way. They're very triggering. Very triggering. But I feel like it's a trap. I feel like it's a trap. YV edit seems like a trap to me. She just kind of seems like a trap. You know? Like I'm trying to describe women where it's just like it's just don't interact with them. And it doesn't escape me that like I'm saying these things while I'm actually reacting to one of her videos. So I am actually feeding the beast, right? I'm connecting with this. I don't feel like it's good for my soul. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this is bad for my soul. I feel like this is something that it just hurts. It just hurts, bro. It just hurts. Oh boy. It's almost like they say things so outlandish that they want this, right? They want this. They want just people in, you know, reacting to them online. They want people reacting to them online. They want people thinking like me. They want me just like in my head, like losing it. like this is what YV edits are for, bro. There's so men literally lose it, bro. There's so men literally lose it, bro. Like she's gonna make me lose. Like I'm losing. I feel like I'm losing my mind, like in real time, bro. I'm telling you guys, there are certain people, a lot of people actually, on this earth that I mean this with as much sincerity as I can. Like, I'm being dead serious. I've never been more serious about anything in my life than what I'm about to say right now. There are a good majority of people in this world that you cannot reason with. Okay? Full stop. Full stop. You cannot reason with. You cannot say anything to them. You cannot get through to them, right? They exist. Their whole existence, their whole point is to frustrate you, is to get you to interact with them, and then they frustrate you even more, right? Some people call them narcissists. Some people call them black holes. Some people call them reptilians. Some people call them whatever you want, bro. There are certain people in this world that you cannot interact with, or your soul is getting siphoned off. The more you interact with them, the more your soul is being sucked into a black hole, bro. They're not meant to be interacted with. There are just certain people like that. Oh man. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate, you know, that this exists. That this exists. Because, you know, I used to believe that humans were, that they're all kind of the same, and, you know, you can discuss things with them, you can talk it out, you can get through to them. It's not true. It's not true. It's just, I don't even know what to do anymore, man. I don't even know what to do anymore. At a certain point, you have to exit out YV Edit, bro. You just have to say goodbye to YV Edit. Pearl on one. She's dropping some crazy shit.
Observations because I lived in London, and when I was in London, it's like, you know, it just seems like when you listen to white guys, life just gets better. I don't know why.
Hey.
It's like when white guys make a neighborhood, everyone's trying to get in it. When white guys make an institution or a country,
hey.
That's what it seems like.
That's just what it seems like.
Dying to go to Africa. There's people dying to go to every white made country. I don't know why this is. I don't understand it. This is just
get it, Pearl. Get it, Pearl. Why can't people be more like Pearl? Why can't people be more like Pearl, man? You listen to Pearl and it's just like sweet jazz. It's just like sweet butter. Smooth, baby. Smooth. I could listen to Pearl all day. I could listen to Pearl. I could just put her on in the background, just go to sleep. You know? I have the best sleep ever. It is interesting though how everybody wants to come to the white cultures, the white countries, right? Europe was majority white. All the minorities, all the black people from Africa and all the Middle East, they wanted to go to the white, where all the white people are. Same with, they wanted to go to America where all the white people are, right? It's just interesting. It's interesting. Although a lot of the black people that we have here, they were slaves, and we actually brought them. We brought them ourselves. But we have tons of people here that they just want to be, in a better place, right? They want to be where all the white people are, where the white people made their culture. It is a thing, bro. It is a thing. It's weird. It's weird, but it is a thing, you know? Nobody's clamoring to be let into any African country. There's no white people en masse trying to get into African countries. There's no white people en masse trying to get into Mexico. There's no white people en masse trying to get into the Middle East, except for Dubai, because it was safe. And look how long that lasted. That didn't turn out so well, did it? That didn't turn out so well. Sometimes I just like looking at this nigga. It's just like looking at him, bro. He just makes me feel good. I look at him and everything's okay, you know. I look at him and it's like, all right, everything's gonna turn out all right. I want to be looking at this picture when the nukes are dropped, you know. When the nukes are dropped, when SWAT bursts in my door and says you're going to prison for 3 life sentences for hate speech against YV Edit. I want to be looking at this nigga. Because I'm going to know that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's just a temporary dream, bro. You're going to wake up soon. You're going to wake up. You know. I only have 127 concurrent viewers, bro. I see Raymond gets like 250. Am I really just not as interesting as him? Take offense to that. Am I not interesting, guys? Be honest with me. Live, am I not that interesting? Am I not that interesting? I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? Somebody say some wild shit. Somebody say some wild shit. Stream the date. I might stream the date, bro. I'm literally at that point. I'm literally at that point, bro. Why not? Why not? It don't matter. Nothing matters, bro. I don't give a shit. Authenticity scares fake people. That's what I like to think. That's what I like to think, dude. There's so many fake people, bro. Why is everybody so fake? Synth cells in the chat? What is that? What is a synth cell? I might just read the chat for the rest of the night, dude. Dude, it's weird to like react to things.
Excuse me, senorita.
It's weird to react to things because I feel like I'm just feeding you brain rot, you know? And I kind of feel like it's against everything that I'm about. I have not texted her since the other night, no. No, I've had no desire to text her. I've had no desire to text her. Maybe I'll put this on me. I've had no desire to text her, honestly. I mean, she's 25, bro. She's probably stupid. She's probably just stupid, bro. The first thing she ever said to me was like, after I had asked her out for coffee, was 11 hours later, she was like, "Oh, I just saw this. Bah ha ha ha. Sure." It's like, how good could this be, dude? How good could this be? She's an idiot. An idiot, bro. You know what I mean? Chat is bro. Hopefully that's not too loud. She sounds so Asian. Yeah, she looks more Asian than anything. I'm pretty sure she's more Asian than anything. What am I eating? No, she has options. They are always on the phone. Well, yeah, of course. Maybe I'm just not meant for live streams, bro. I feel like you have to have things in your brain. Like you have to have things in your mind to do live streams. And I just don't really have that. Manosphere Vinyl says I have nothing to live for and the internet's becoming lame. AI is pathetic. Yeah. The internet is becoming, it's not lame, it's just, I mean, it is lame, but it's extremely negative. It's extremely negative, bro. And it's tough. It's tough to just expose yourself to all this negative shit. But then there's people who are like, well, that's just a reflection of your own mind. That's what you're clicking on. And it's like, all right, fuck you, bro. Like, you're right. You're right, but fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Marshall is meant for live streams? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Marshall, have you ever watched the video on YouTube that a guy made specifically for you? He titled it For You, Marshall Brockway. What, it's just called Marshall Brockway? Time's up? I mean, I'll look it up if you want me to, but I need to know exactly what the title is. Is it just called Marshall Brockway? Do you have a channel? Give me a channel that it's on. I don't know if I could really find it. Do you fear not reproducing? Buffer Monkey says, do you fear not reproducing and being the first genetic dead end of all your ancestors? Fuck. Before I had my daughter, I used to wonder about that. Well, if you didn't have a son, you're fucked too, buddy. Your daughter's gonna take some dude's last name, or probably not, actually. Probably not. You're probably good. Probably good, actually. The daughters don't take the men's last names anymore, do they? No, I don't fear not reproducing and being the first genetic dead end of my ancestors. I don't, because I just don't, and I just don't give a shit, bro. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, there's just something wrong with me. I don't care about anything. Time's up. Where is this video, bro? Give me the channel that it's on. Did you quit your job? No, I didn't quit my job, but I'm done on April 1st. So I have about 2 more weeks. I'm super excited to be done with it though. Super excited. Maybe I'll have some brain neurons firing after that. Maybe I can actually get on a live stream and like actually do something. It might actually be like entertaining. Actually be I don't know, dude. All entertainment is woke and sanitized and the worst version of what it could have been. Yeah. I've been watching The Pit. Actually, I've been binging The Pit. I don't know why, dude. I've been watching The Pit and Industry, and they're kind of similar in a way. Well, not really. Actually, they're not similar at all. I don't know why I said that, but Industry is absolute slop, bro. Industry is garbage. Do not watch Industry. That is feminist garbage, bro. But it's just propaganda. But The Pit, it's also propaganda. I mean, everything's propaganda, right? But it's conditioning you in some way. But there's these doctors and like nurses and they're like women and stuff. I don't know, just something about women being in positions of like authority. It just absolutely drives me crazy, bro. It just drives me crazy. I'm just tired of seeing it. Just tired of seeing it. You know, it's just unattractive. It's unattractive. Like, they think that it's because we're like, they think that it's not anything that has to do with sexual attraction, right? For women, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, you don't want us to be in positions of authority because of sexual attraction. It's like, no, that's literally the only reason, actually. They're just so dominant with their voices, and their language is so morally weaponized. It drips with weaponized morality, and it's just it's man, it's just so exhausting. It's so exhausting to just hear this stuff, you know. Thing is, man, you can spend your entire life like going back and forth with women because all of them will use this morally charged language and try to guilt you and shame you and make you feel like you're never virtuous enough, like you're always you always have blind spots, and you always have unconscious ulterior malevolent motives, and you have implicit sort of biases and sexism it's unconscious, and all these things, and evil that's unconscious, and wanting power and it's all unconscious, and all these things. And they'll keep telling you this until you're literally nothing, until you're a slave to them, until you're their slave. And they'll keep telling you even when you're a slave. They'll keep telling you even when you're a slave. And I'm aware that I'm sowing division between men and women right now, and I'm aware that I'm getting sucked into this hole. Okay, but just bear with me. It's the only thing that I can do. It's the only thing that I can do right now. Okay, I guess this is what I do now, even though I don't enjoy this. But they'll keep telling you this. You know, they'll be your boss, and they'll tell you this, that you're a part of an oppressive system. They'll make more money than you. Tell you that you're this, that you're that. They'll keep doing it. They will keep doing it until you're literally nothing, and then they keep doing it, even when you're nothing, even when you're even when you're obliterated, bro. They'll do it. Like, women want you to be absolutely, it like just not, they want you to be nothing, bro. And all the while to nothing. But then they want to submit in the bedroom. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Justin, the homie. Thanks for the $2. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make sense. How are you telling me that I'm terrible, that I'm wrong, that I'm this, that I'm that I can't do this, that I can't do that I got to look at this, that I got to look at that? And then we enter the bedroom and you're like, oh, take me, daddy. You like stick your ass in the air and you like spread your butthole and you're like, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Like, no, tell me what to do now. Tell me what to do now. What? No, carry that same attitude, baby. Carry that same attitude. Tell me what to do. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I don't want to do anything wrong. Tell me what to do. Is this move? Is there some implicit sexism in here, misogyny in here? What if I do this? Is it not emotionally aware enough? Is it not emotionally intelligent enough? What if I do this? What if I do this? What does that look mean? If I don't know what that look means, when in all these positions that we're doing, in every single moment, every single second, what if I'm mistaking, you know? What if I'm not taking your needs into account? What if I'm just trying to get off? You know what I mean? What if I'm being selfish? You know, tell me at every moment, tell me what I'm doing wrong and how to be better, how to be right. Tell me, please. I don't want to make a wrong move here. I don't want to make a wrong move, right? I put it in a little bit, right? You feel the tip, right? Should I keep going? What do you want me to do? Fast? Slow? What expression should I have on my face? Do you want my eyes closed? Do you want me to look up? Do you want me to look down? Is it triggering? Is this assaulting to your senses? Am I making you feel a certain way? I don't want to make you feel a certain way, right? Tell me what to do. Should I go in and then come out? Or should I stay in? How long do I stay in? Right? What position do you want to be in? Do you want to be in this position? Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? You know what I mean? It's like, holy shit, man, what are we even doing? What are we even doing in this world? What are we even doing? Like, they tell us all the ways in which we're wrong. You did this wrong. You did this wrong. You don't understand that you have this implicit bias. You don't understand that you're unaware about this. That this is actually your motive. That you're actually sexist. You're actually blah, blah, blah. You don't think about me. Right? You doing this shows that you don't think about me when I say this and blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. But then suddenly in the bedroom, it's, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. Kitty Daddy says, I grant you permission to marry my oldest daughter in 4 years. She wants 9 kids. My family has a history of having kids until rest in peace in childbirth. Until rip in childbirth. Thank you, Kitty Daddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, dog. I grant you permission to marry my oldest daughter in 4 years. Why in 4 years? Don't tell me she turns 18 in 4 years. He's already promising his 14-year-old daughter to me. That's hilarious. Well, you know, if things don't work out with radical feminists that I have a date with this weekend, then you know, in 4 years, if I'm still single, you know, 18 is pretty young. Might have to wait. I have to wait till she's 20, 21, 22, something like that. 18 is still pretty. Yeah. Just a child. This one's for the patriarchy. Thank you, Isaiah Paris. Isaiah Paris in the chat. Thank you for the patriarchy. Yes, the patriarchy. The patriarchy has given women their level of life that they currently enjoy today. Everything that they enjoy today is courtesy of the patriarchy. But you know, it's just this. You have to enjoy the patriarchy now. They say like patriarchy as if like they're trying to guilt you and shame you, like you're not supposed to be associated with it. The easiest way to just give a woman no more cards to play with, right? You take all her weapons away. If you want to disarm a woman, if you want to disarm a woman so she no longer has fangs, she no longer has claws, one of the ways anyway, is whatever she is saying to make you feel bad about yourself, like you're evil or you're not as virtuous or righteous or whatever, she's holier than thou, she's some moral authority, whatever she's saying, you show no desire to correct that, right? You're fine with being evil. You're fine with being, and I know this is a slippery slope, right? But these are this isn't for the psychopaths, because psychopaths are going to be psychopaths regardless. They don't need an excuse to be. Bad people are going to be bad people regardless. They don't need an excuse to be. This is for the people who actually know what I'm saying, and they're actually good dudes, but they understand the deeper level here, right? That's going on. The deeper level of mind control that women wield. The surest way is to just, cool, I guess I'm patriarchal. I guess I'm misogynistic. I guess I'm evil then. I guess I don't care. You know, whatever. Because it doesn't end, bro. It doesn't end. This never ends. It's like, what are we? They make no sense. Women just make no sense, bro. What do you want me to do? That's the one question you probably shouldn't ask. Don't ask that question. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? The infinite question. You know? Oh man. What do I say? What more do I say? Hmm? Video is called a shout out to Marshall Brockway. The channel is called Steve Hoka. Is it a good video? Yeah, no, time's up. I see your comment, bro. You don't have to keep reposting it. Women crash out video re-upload when? I can put that on my Rumble. I have a Rumble. You guys can go follow me. The same, it's just Marshall Brockway. That's my name on Rumble, but I might have already uploaded it. I might have. I don't think I have though. I don't think I have yet. But I can. I can do that. The video isn't super long. You want me to look it up?
So what do you know about birth rates right now in the world?
I know that they're obviously increasing. I know in some countries it's becoming a problem.
Because they're increasing?
Yeah.
Actually, they're decreasing in so many areas of the world. What's the problem with that? When the birth rate rapidly declines, what do you think the problem is?
Obviously, like less people in the world.
And why is that an issue?
The up and coming generation won't be able to take over what the current generation's doing.
Do you have examples of that?
I don't know, like current jobs, if there isn't as many people to take over, like being like a doctor or a teacher, it's gonna become less and less.
My wife and I, this past year, we filmed a 3-part documentary on Korean television on the falling birth rate in Korea and the coming global crisis. It's not just that birth rates are falling. It's that it's such an issue that countries around the world are saying, we're in a deep crisis. For example, every woman in a society has to have 2.1 children. So that means if you decide to not have children, do you have a sister?
Yeah.
Okay, so your sister has to have 4.2. Got it? You don't want to have any kids, so she's got to have 4.2. That's how a society reproduces itself. What we did was we spent weeks going all over Korea, talking with people about why they're not having kids. Because the Korean government and Korean businesses and Korean corporations are...
What it's actually kind of fascinating, the whole Korean thing. Like Asians just don't want. Asians just aren't having kids. Why? Asians declining birth rate.
Japan's birth rate, South Korea's birth rate, 0.8.
It's the lowest in the world right now. The lowest.
Tell me what's going on. I need to know what's going on in South Korea. Why do you think that you've got a 0.8 birth rate?
That's something that we ourselves question even living in this country. Number one, guys are exiting the dating market. And economic conditions, it's just too expensive to raise a family, to get married. And there are all these subtle pressure that if you get married, guys are the ones that's supposed to buy the house, have the house ready, which is impossible to have if you're like a 30-year-old guy and in an average like house pricing, you'll never be able to afford one in your lifetime.
Ewoks, baby, Ewoks. Man, it would be simpler. It'd be so simple. Okay, let's see. Shout out to Marshall Brockway. Steve Hoka.
Okay, I'm going to be going live right now. I'm going live. Today's date is it's July the 8th, 2025. It's a Tuesday, and it's about 9:58 p.m. Eastern time. And I put in the here. I do have your thing here. I think this is it right here. Marshall Brockway is the name of your channel, and you have it at Marshall Women Issue, and you spent a lot of time talking about this women issue. And I've just watched a couple of your videos. I don't have time to watch every single one of them, but I'm working and I'm trying to concentrate on the road sometimes. But one of the things I want to tell you something, because when you're in your 30s, I'm trying to put a timeline. If you're in your early 30s, you were still around in the late 90s. You were probably born in 1993, 94, 92 maybe. This dating problem is not something new, and I want to tell you this. I'm 54 years old, and I've been on this internet for a long time, but I don't really do much TFL. TFL was a term coined by Bill Greathouse, stands for True Force Loneliness, which is the precursor to the stupid term they created called incel, which I hate using that term. But I'm going to say it to you in a nutshell what the problem is. Number one, men are giving up on women, but that's not going to affect anything in your favor. And the reason why is I'm the only guy on the internet talking about this issue. It's the demographics. And I don't know if you know this or not, but men vastly outnumber women in the dating pool, in the marriage pool. Men are probably, I believe it's 5-1, but let's just say conservatively it's 3-1. And I say conservatively, meaning I don't think there are any less than 3 single men for every single woman. And this includes divorced men, men that have triple, double dipped into the dating pool. There was a lady named Sherry Cooper that 24 years ago, she was on NPR, and she predicted that by the year 2010, which we're already 15 years into 2010.
Kitty Daddy 2023 sends $5. Appreciate it. He says, find a woman, have 2.5 kids. I had 2. My ex-wife was pregnant. She lost the 0.5 kid while we were divorcing. This is the iron price. White? White? What do you mean? Sorry about the lost 0.5 kid. White? What do you mean? This guy is big into demographics. YouTube literally would not approve me saying have a white wife. You can't have a YouTube wouldn't let you say have a white wife? Really? Place is hell. YouTube would not approve a super chat saying have a white wife. Really? That's wild. That's wild. I mean, will you go to Rumble from YouTube, or is this just a side thing? No, I'm not going to go to Rumble from YouTube unless my YouTube gets like canceled or demonetized or something. It's just nice to have a Rumble just in case. Because Rumble, you can pretty much say anything. Say anything on Rumble.
She said that by 2010, because
what is he talking about? There's like 3 men to every like 1 woman. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Because aren't women like more? There's more women than there are men, right? Aren't there more women in the world than there are men? So what's he talking about? There's like 3. He said like there's 3 men to like every.
I think there are any less than 3 single men for every single woman. And this includes
Oh, 3 single men for every single woman. Oh, so there's a lot more single women, or there's a lot more single men than single women. Ah, that's what he's saying. Yeah. Um, what else is he saying here?
divorced men, men that have triple, double dipped into the dating pool. There was a lady named Sherry Cooper that 24 years ago, she was on NPR and she predicted that by the year 2010, which we're already 15 years into 2010, she said that by 2010, because of the changing of the demographics, that we would have twice as many men as women competing. And the trend would be that younger men would be willing to settle for older women. And she's on point. She's an economist. And what we're dealing with is a supply and demand issue. And it doesn't matter how much men ignore women. It would never. You've always got this group of guys called bottom feeders, and they represent a sizable portion of men. I'm not saying they're 50%, but let's say hypothetically that men stop talking to women or they stop using the online personals. There's always these bottom feeders that'll jump right back in and say, "Oh, time to get in, time to get in, time to get in." It's a really bad situation right now for men today. And I don't think, and like my friend Mitchell said, and he's even older than I am, he said years ago, he told me back in 2012, when I had interviewed him, in fact, it was around Christmas time that year, he said that more than likely this problem won't be resolved in our lifetime. It will not be resolved in our lifetime because it's something that is.
Yeah, user, I don't know. It's just a user. I don't see the point of this, dude. Why waste time with this shit? Just go to the gym, yeah. Dude, honestly, that's how I feel. Is, I talk a lot of this shit, man, but it's like, at the end of the day, the world is the world. You can't change it. You just sitting and saying all this stuff and like trying to do all this research and trying to do all this crap. It's not gonna, it's not gonna change anything. I think that's kind of his point, though. That's kind of his point. It's like, I think he would admit that himself. Like him talking about this, ignoring women, it's not gonna do anything. Really, the only thing you can do is just play the game, right? The only thing you can do is just try, really. Try, and then, if you fail, you failed, whatever. Just wrap it up, go home, but like, or just keep trying until you're dead. You know what I mean? You can't really, it's just, it is what it is. Just, it is what it is, bro. You just have to just work on, I guess what's the saying? Just work on yourself, go to the gym, build an empire, become more attractive, have more to offer, and you can't really do anything else. You really can't. There is no other option. There really is just no other option. You just have to do it. If you want a woman, well, depending on the type of woman you want, like the caliber of woman you want. Depending on the caliber of woman you want, especially if you want one that's kind of out of your league, out of your range, then you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work on yourself. Most of us tend to want that, right? We want men, and women want men, and men want women that are out of their range, right? You want to shoot up, so you gotta work. You gotta work a little bit, make yourself more attractive. You can't just. There's no point in doing anything else. Can't scream at the wind, basically. Screaming at the wind's not gonna do anything. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at that time, I'm pretty sure I thought like ignoring women would probably do something, but I don't think that anymore. I don't think that anymore. I don't think ignoring women will do anything. I think I was probably just projecting my own sort of, I was like coping like with my own sort of like inadequacies maybe, or insecurities or something like that. My own sort of lack of emotional health, stability, uh ready, being ready for emotional connection. I just wasn't there. And so I probably was just, I think at that time, because this was what, 8 months ago, yeah. So my channel was a lot. I mean, I was just a completely different person 8 months ago. But you know, now that I now that I got a date, now it's like, am I even gonna be this person anymore? I can already feel myself just like not really wanting to talk about this stuff anymore, like women, and just kind of, you know. I don't know. But yeah, he's right.
Being dealt by through simple supply and demand. So supply and demand is basically the fact that when something is in high supply, there's going to be a lower demand for it. Generally speaking, like salt is in high supply, high salt's also in high demand, but men are not in high demand. And they're just, this is a problem that's not going away in your lifetime. Now, there's all kind of alternatives to this. You can go overseas, you can, but you have to be willing to live overseas. This is the big thing. If you're going to go find a woman in Russia, or you're going to find a woman in Philippines, you're going to find a woman in Bangladesh, you're going to have to plan on living in those countries, because you're going to be back to square one if you bring her here, because you know there's just too many men competing, and we can go into all the reasons for this. The first reason is there's no wars anymore. I can get into four different reasons why what's causing this problem. Number one reason is there's not enough wars, and you'll notice that in our grandparents and great grandparents, in their generation, it was always the sexual revolution of the 1920s, the post World War I generation, and then which led into eventually World War II, post World War II. That whole thing was preceded by the deaths of millions and millions of European men and American men, mostly white men. Okay. And so you had this huge population of men dying. And then, of course, you have this crazy sexual of course, it kind of juxtaposed itself with the prohibition of the 1920s too. But if you ever see those old movies from 1920s, you can probably Google them. You can find them on YouTube. They'll show the Roaring Twenties, and the sexuality was just through the roof, because it all had to do with the fact that there were not enough men to fill this void. And I believe that the norm, at least in the last 1,000 years in Europe.
Is he making the point that wars need to exist to satisfy like women's sexual urge, or like to have kids, basically? For people to date, for dudes to get laid, like dudes have to die? I don't think I've ever heard this before. It's actually kind of, so dudes have to die because there's too many men, right? Too much supply, not enough demand. And then so all these men basically just get no women, right? Too many men. All these women are they're taken. And all these men they're single. And so all these men, you have to like kill them off. So then the supply comes down, then the demand goes up for men again. So then all these the men that are left, or the men that exist now, they can get puss, they can have kids. Is that why wars exist? I think he's advocating for war so he can have a higher chance to crush Poon with little effort. Oh man, too funny. This is crazy, yeah. That's wild. I never really thought about that. Never really thought about that. Interesting. Well, let's get some wars going then. All these incels should want some more. Iran heard you. Yeah. Oh man. You guys ever get tired of like, you know, you guys ever notice how there's just problems to solve? Like everything's a problem. You guys ever notice this? How he's talking about a problem right now. I'm talking about a problem. All you guys are talking about problems, things that we need to solve. You guys ever get tired? You guys ever like see that like life is just problems? Like we all just talk about problems all the time. Like it kind of gets old. It kind of gets old. Like what? Like would anybody even watch? Would anybody even watch a YouTube channel if like if the dude wasn't talking about problems? If he was just talking about how great everything is? Or we were just like shooting the shit and just like laughing, having a good time. You know what I mean? Like I consume enough problems during the time when I'm not live streaming that like sometimes I feel like for live streams I just kind of want to like laugh and just kind of like enjoy myself. I don't really want to keep trying to solve the world's problems that will never end, and like we're never going to solve, bro. Like I love you guys, but like we're never going to solve anything, okay? All these issues are like way too complex for us to solve with our 140 people. So it's just it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Can we just like watch can we just react to like dog videos or something? Would you guys watch if I just reacted to dog videos? It's actually easy to solve. Azam, it's actually easy to solve. What's the solution then? Ron Johnster says, my whole life has been a problem. If I didn't have problems, I wouldn't have nothing to do. Yeah, exactly. What would we do, bro, if there were no problems? Right? Like we have to admit that really kind of life is just problems. Like you only exist because there's just problems to solve that you'll never solve. Right? Life is a problem. And within this problem, there's infinite problems that you can try to solve and you never will. And that's basically it. That's what life is. Like even now I'm trying to solve a problem by like talking about reality or whatever. I'm trying to solve this problem of like what is reality, blah blah blah. Oh. Any of you guys feeling Fed posty tonight? Just me? What's Fed posty? Watch Filthy Frank, How to Approach a Japanese Woman. It's hilarious. All right, I'm counting on it. Filthy Frank, How to Approach a Japanese Woman. Is he talking in Japanese, bro?
Konnichi fucking wa, my students. Welcome to Japanese 101, where we teach you words that you probably shouldn't use in public. Now today, we're gonna get a little more advanced. We're gonna start moving on to sentences. Are y'all ready to get kawaii as fuck? Today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to get the
Why is he yelling at me?
Japanese. Because let's face it, cutting a hole in a human-sized body pillow with your favorite anime character on it isn't gonna be satisfying for the rest
What's wrong with him, bro?
of your life. You're not going to be able to stick your dick through the computer screen or the USB port every time your favorite anime character says something cute. You're virtually fucking a computer. What are you, Steve Jobs? If you weeaboo fucks even saw a real Japanese girl, you'd start shaking and pissing yourself. What is this, Parkinson's? And that's why I'm here to help you today. To help you catch a live, breathing pussy. Now in English, when you're hitting on a girl, it's simple. Now if you were in an urban community, you would say, give me the pussy. But that's not gonna work if you directly translate it. This ain't Google Translate. Now, if you were to directly translate something like this, it would just become pushy or kudasai, which is absolutely not correct. Now, this is only gonna work if you're asking her to literally just tear out a vagina and hand it to you. This ain't no autopsy. You're trying to be kawaii as fuck, not formal. But while we're here, that's pushy. That's pussy. So I'm gonna teach you a more appropriate way of hitting on girls. Now, a truly appropriate translation would be Echi shio. Say it with me. Say it with me. Echi shio. So this would be Echi shio. Now Echi could mean a lot of things depending on like how you say it. Now it
I didn't like that. Video of the Indians fighting in the car. Man, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Aren't we better than this? Better than this, man. Fuck. Chat is lame if you think that was funny, yeah. Just sing a song. Can you watch Sam Hyde TED Talk? For $2? Justin homie. How long is this TED Talk? Oh, damn. Somebody wants me to sing a song. Necro Dancer sends $55. Sing a song praising Lord Jesus Christ as God. Buy steak. I suggest sardines and cod liver. Boost physical ability. Special attack. Want wizard skills? Bible is best book. Appreciate it, Necro Dancer. What's I can sing a song about Lord Jesus Christ as God. What's a good one? Somebody give me some God songs. Give me like a hymn. Give me a hymn that I can sing. Something popular. I can sing that. I won't buy a steak, but I won't compromise my morals. But I can definitely sing a hymn for you, bro. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. See? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right. How you like that, Necro Dancer? How you like that, eh? How you like that? How you like that? Somebody give me something else to sing, bruh. I'm gonna just start singing on this fucking live stream, bruh. I'm gonna just start singing, bro. Fuck it. I'm gonna get on the live stream and just start singing. We got flags in the chat. Yeah. Patriotism. Let's go. Fucking America. Let's go. Fuck yeah. America, we're gonna lose this war. We're gonna get absolutely mollywopped over there. A bunch of fucking sand boys in mountains. Sean PNW. Appreciate the $10 with the blue face. Not sure what it means, but I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. You guys think my voice would be better if I ate some steak? Sing the national anthem. That was the national anthem. Alla, that was the national anthem. How do you not know that? That was the American national anthem. America the Beautiful. Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. How does that one go again? So I put my hands up, play my song, the bottom I'm gone away. Not in my hand like yeah. Not in my hand like yeah. Hands up to play Kitty Daddy says Trump and Israel are losing this war. Iran knows. Yeah, 100%. 100% they are, bro. Trump is absolutely, yeah, they're getting waxed, bro. Iran is completely winning this war. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, bro. Nobody believes the president. Nobody believes the White House. Nobody believes anybody. Yeah, yeah, Iran's been watching Jang vids, yeah. Wrecking Ball? I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break you off. All you ever did was break me. All right, we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this. Because the dude sent $2, so I promised him I'd watch this. Sam Hyde TED Talk. Here we go. Here we go. Sam Harris. Stupid. Bye, Pearl. Come on. What is this? No Indians fighting. Don't like that. I like this Ewok, though. I'm going to keep him. Come on, Sam Hyde.
His work spans every continent and has been featured on television and in print, Discovery, Nat Geo, Vice, and others. He recently returned from Mogadishu, the most dangerous city on earth, where he shadowed the heroic El Mahmoud women on their quest to clean up the streets and restore humanity to their war-torn country. I present to you Sam Hyde, 2070 Paradigm Shift. Sam.
Can I have this water here? Is this anybody's? I'm claiming that right there. All right. Got some notes here. Did I just drop the mic pack? Oh, good. Okay. Keep that on me. Otherwise, you guys can't hear me. Give me like 25 seconds here. Give me like 10 more seconds. Oh man, this thing. Can we turn this up a little bit so I don't have to like turn my head into it? Can you like, how about now? Test. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. You're doing a good job. Oh man, okay. Can we reset the clock so I have another minute extra, please? Thank you.
Come on.
You especially. You're very smart. Look at us. We're the machine that keeps the world going, okay? I'd like to start this talk off with a parable, a story, if you will. I was at a college, a second tier, not an Ivy League school, a second choice school. And I was in a class, and there was a student in that class, okay? And the teacher, he was spouting some horrible nonsense about how it was something about how women's rights are not legitimate, something that everybody knew was false. But if anybody had spoken up, he would have taken extreme joy in failing them, okay? Nobody spoke up. One person raised his voice. One person started talking. The teacher couldn't believe it. The classroom couldn't believe it either. But in the end, he had logic on his side. And at the end of the day, he proved his point. That student was Albert Einstein. And that same sense of childlike play and innocence that we know from Albert Einstein, I can sense it in this room today. TEDx, Drexel University, Next X. So you got to be thinking to yourselves right now, who's this 22-year-old kid up on stage with a chip on his shoulder and his heart on his sleeve and the world in his eyes? Well, that's a tough question, asking somebody to define who they are. I much prefer to ask, what inspires that person? What inspires you? What inspires you? What inspires you? I want an answer. What inspires you? You better find something, man. Don't worry about it. Possibilities. What inspires me is teaching African refugees how to program JavaScript. What inspires me is finding out how to use maglev trains to get resources to the moon. These are the challenges that tomorrow's going to face, okay? How are we going to get clean drinking water to 2 billion Chinese people? You got an answer? Get inspired. I'm going to be picking on you. The second thing that inspires me are ideas. Ideas are amazing. Ideas are like currency. Ideas are what drives the world. Ideas are what we need to get to the next stage. And not just great inventions like the train, little things like this microphone that enables me to speak to the unwashed masses. TED Talks. TED Talks are another great idea. Where would we be right now? And we have to talk about it because great ideas don't come in all shapes and sizes. 9/11, September 11th. And we're going to use some reverence here and not be silly about this, but look at what they accomplished with no weapons and just 11 guys who didn't even speak English. And that proves that sometimes great ideas are actually horrible ideas. So, I'm Sam Hyde. I'm an important thinker. I'm a creator, innovator, artist, idea. But above all else, I'm a passionate, childlike innovator.
Dude, this video's ass so far. Who the fuck told me to watch this shit, bro? You need to be banned. Who the hell told me to watch this shit, bro? Was it even a super chat? Had to be. Justin, homie. Justin, homie, you're gonna get banned, bro. I'm putting you in 5 minutes. 5 minutes timeout, bro. I'll go a minute. A minute timeout. 5 minutes, you might just dip. Justin in 5 minutes. Justin in minute timeout. She was ass. Sam Hyde isn't meant to be an instant hit. Well, you know things have to hit me instantly because I have that brain rot. Necro Dancer sends the 10. Appreciate it, dog. And you say, your singing isn't bad. However, the reason for singing to the glory of Jesus isn't looking cool. It's entirely different. Fuck, did I fuck that up? Was I trying to look cool by singing to the glory of Jesus? I fucked it up, didn't I? Damn it. Damn it. You are, I suppose you're morally superior to me, right? Because you obviously believe in Jesus and Jesus is showing you the way. I should listen to you. I should listen to you. This will probably be the last super chat I ever get from Necker Dancer, but that's my bad, dog. That's my bad. I'm just unworthy, dude. I'm just not a virtuous, not a righteous person, and I'm just obsessed about looking cool. Like that's all I care about. I'm just obsessed about looking cool. You know? So like how could Jesus even love me? How could Jesus even love me? Do you want thaumaturgy exp? Don't know what that is. Do you want psychic power? I already got it, bruh. I already got it. I already got it, bruh. Get inspired. Dude, I've been trying. I've been trying. Nigga Higa is like, dude, I can't play songs, bro. Can't play songs. Songs get demonetized like instantly. I can't play a song. Marshall, what type of entertainment or video do you find funny? Show us. Good question. What do I find funny? I don't really watch a lot of funny things. I watch like informational things. Theo Vaughn has some good clips. I like that. Well, I like Tim Dillon stuff. Tim Dillon has some great stuff, but I believe in science, Nacho Libre. Oh God. Is this what we do, man? Is this what we do? Do we just sit on the internet and all watch the same videos together? So this is what we do. Huh? Huh? Thank you, Isaiah Paris. Recommend Ice Ice Baby by Dr. Fixotic. Trust me. That's a song. Isaiah, that's a song. I can't play songs. Everything gets demonetized. Necro Dancer sends another 10. Damn, bro. Appreciate it. Jesus loves me. Sing. I have nothing to sing though. What's that? Doesn't Harry Styles have a good song? Oh, he just dropped an album recently. You like Harry Styles' new album? What is this one? As It Was. How does this one go again? Everything gets in the way, and I'll be replaced, and I'm the one to stay. How trash is this fucking stream, bro? How trash is this stream? Paul Joseph, U of O Ducks football sends $5. Paul Joseph Watson's Modernity series, 7 videos. Do it or take the wig off. 7 videos, bro? Bro, I'm not watching 7 videos. Come on now. Modernity series? Oh my god. Like a job, bro. A job. Modernity? I can't find Modernity 1. Oh, you know what I find funny? Necrodancer sends another $10. Jesus Christ. To buy a steak to eat fish. I do not eat fish. Why should I buy a steak, guys? Why should I buy a steak? Marshall reacted Bang Bros? I wish, bro. I wish. Why do you guys want me to eat meat so bad? Or eat fish? What's the big deal, man? What's the big deal if I just don't eat animals? What's the big deal, man? Buy a steak because the cow deserves pain? Damn, son. Damn, son. You heartless. You heartless. It's a parody video. You won't get any demonetization. Everybody's just sending me fucking things to react to. Ice Ice Baby by Dr. Fixotic. Trust me. Are you sure? I have so many things to react to now. Where's Modernity 1? Where's Modernity 1, bro? Oh, this is the playlist, huh? Ooh. Ooh. This is Modernity 7. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it.
After 4 decades.
What is this, Radiohead?
My first and highest duty.
That's a Radiohead song. Na, 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 na. Is that Idiotech, maybe? Might be Idiotech.
As president is to defend our great country and the American people. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation, laws of our nation. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation. I will fight to protect you. I am your president of law and order and an ally.
Is the popular board game chess racist?
What?
Check! White Queen's rook, sir, moved without orders. Bring him in for treatment. What's all that about?
It's not allowed. Cult of the individual.
Carla, chess, is it racist?
The countryside is racist. National parks are racist. Garage door pulleys are racist. The Cocoa Pops monkey is racist. This statue of an elk is racist. The word master to describe bedrooms and bathrooms is racist. Wine is racist. Time is racist. The following TikTok video made by a teenager is racist.
Wait,
The
what?
pulleys are
Time
racist.
is,
The Cocoa Pops
time is
monkey
racist? Kellogg's denies racism in Cocoa Pops mascot? Jesus Christ, man.
Carla, chess, is it racist?
The country.
She says, Carla, chess, is it racist? Well, I don't know. I really don't know about that. Carla, chess, is it racist? Well. Jesus Christ. Why is everybody... All right, I see the super chats, but I'll get to them. Let me continue watching this. While Dwayne Fields found solace in the landscapes of the UK and beyond, many in Black, Asian, and minority ethnic groups see the countryside as being a white environment.
Countryside is racist.
The countryside is racist. Black Americans who aspire to visit our national parks ask with good reason, am I welcome here? Am I safe? Do I belong? But efforts are underway to make the outdoors more inclusive. Jesus Christ.
National parks are racist. Garage door pulley.
NASCAR noose was a rope for garage door.
Are racist. The Cocoa Pops monkey is racist. This statue of an elk is racist.
The Houston Association of Realtors will use primary to describe bedrooms and bathrooms on its listing service instead of master. Amid increasing calls for racial justice, master has fallen out of favor due to its association with slavery. It's funny.
The word master to describe bedrooms and bathrooms is racist. Wine is racist. Time is racist.
Wine is racist. Time is racist.
And bathrooms is racist. Wine is.
It's time the wine industry stopped taking safe stances to keep its primarily white audience comfortable.
Is racist. Time is racist. The following TikTok video made by a teenager is racist.
People when a black person kills another black person.
Yeah, she right though.
Just a thought, but relying on mob intimidation, violence, the threat of personal ruination, and the power of giant monopolistic corporations to terrify everyone into thinking the same way probably suggests you're not on the right side of history.
It's not allowed. Cult of the individual.
People who support Black Lives Matter, people who support the left, a lot of them think that they are in possession of radical political opinions. This has been said 1,000 times. How radical is your opinion when the cops and the National Guard are kneeling and doing the Macarena, dancing with protesters, and every major corporation has put out a message and donated money to this cause? How radical are your opinions really? The people who are spray painting cop cars and burning cop cars and smashing windows and whatnot, how radical are your opinions really when these actions are allowed to take place? Because it's not the case that it's a tactical decision. It's not like the cops and the National Guard couldn't crack down on this if they wanted to. It's that it's being allowed to happen. And if you think otherwise, you're a fool.
Most senior positions.
This is gonna fucking, everything's gonna fucking devolve. I can already tell. I can't just watch things that people pay me for. Because then this stream is gonna be absolutely just rot. It's just gonna be rot, bro. It's just gonna be rot. You may hate me, but I'm gonna have to decide what goes and what doesn't here. Didn't go on the date yet. Man, I don't know what to do on these live streams, man. If I don't want to talk about, if I don't want to watch, like, I don't want to watch things, right? If I don't feel like watching things, if I don't feel like reacting to like crazy shit, what do you even do? What do you even do on a live stream, bro? Like, what am I even doing? You know? Play some game, just speak your mind, don't need videos. Work out. Bro, of course he watched all except mine. Isaiah get ducked. Dude! You guys are making Marshall think too hard? Yeah. Seriously. Dude, I'm telling you guys, my brain doesn't work the way that your guys' works. Okay? I just don't. You know, it's just not right. I'm just not right, bro. Kabadagavin, thanks for the 420, man. Thanks for the 420. New Zealand dollars. New Zealand. I'm just gonna play chess. You know what? Chess, bro. I'm just gonna play chess. I don't even know. Maybe I'll just look at the chat from time to time, and then I'll talk about interesting things if something strikes. You know, everybody just talk. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll play some chess, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. How about that? I'm telling you guys, like I can't watch, like I just can't watch things. You know, like it really. It's just. Finally, I exhaled. Chess is good for the brain. Yeah, it is good for the brain, baby. You know, we're all about good for the brain. Good for the brain stuff. Yeah. Isaiah likes chess too, so. I already have my passport. Well, yeah, I binged The Pit, but like The Pit is something that I want to watch, you know. And it's not something that like I'm live streaming. Isaiah from Paris sends the 5. Appreciate it, dog. The video I recommended are less than 3 minutes long. I support you playing chess. Thank you. They're less than 3 minutes long, huh? Maybe we'll go back to it. Ron Johnster says, I wish whoever was running my simulation character would just give me something to do. Facts, bro. I feel you. Same. Same. Same, bro. Same. People really don't like the chess. Let's try this. Let's just do some crazy shit. I don't even care if I lose, dude. I'm just gonna play some wild moves. I know. You guys know that song? That was it's one of my alarms. It was what is that? Don't get me started, love. I've had too much drink. Had too much time to think. But leave me alone. Doses and Mimosas by Cherub. You guys want a jam? I'm gonna tell you guys a jam right now. This is actually a jam. This is actually a jam. I never recommend music, okay? Kabood, Gavin, what would you invent if you could? Could be anything. Dude, I appreciate the 420. Not really sure I could even think about something I would invent. I don't think my brain really works that way, but I'll try to think of something. But I'm gonna give you guys the fucking jam right now, okay? I never recommend music, but I'm going to recommend music to you guys, okay? I'm going to recommend music to you guys. This song, everybody likes it. Everybody likes this song. If you don't like this song, you're an idiot, or you're just whack, basically. I'm hyping it up too much. Kind of fucked up. Can't hype things up too much. Well, what is this? The song is called Doses and Mimosas by Cherub. I'm gonna type it, bro. You tell me that's not a fucking jam, all right? Tell me that's not a fucking jam. You're tripping. You're tripping, dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna play wildly. I'm just gonna play wildly. I gotta be careful here, though. I gotta be really careful, actually. Fuck. This could be bad. This could be real bad, actually. This is potentially... Oh, no. Fuck. Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up, boys. Just like that. Just like that. It's over. Oh, no, it's not. Yeet, let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go, son. That's a brilliancy right there. That's a brilliancy. That's a fucking move right there. Sigreen says, have a good night, Marshall. I hate you. Appreciate it, dog. Have a good night. Song is fruity so far. Yeah, it's hella fruity. Crank to 11. Hell yeah. Jam. Yeah, I know that song. Real Ficorious. Hell yeah. 11 Mimosas. Listening now. Too light, upbeat for me. Too light and upbeat for you. What? Freak. Ah. Damn it. Fuck. Dude, you try to be clever and you just get punished for it. I'm just sick of it. Wait. No, it's not a thing. I'm just so tired, man. I'm just so tired. It's over. It's over. Can't do that. It's a wrap, boys. It's a wrap. Maybe. Pretty sure it is, though. I have to resign. Damn it. Oops. Cancel. I feel like the stream was ass. But If you want to prepare for your date, play checkers instead of playing chess. We'll make you overthink. Would you like to give us homework for next live stream and we can discuss it? I don't want to give you homework. I'm not like that. I ain't gonna give you guys homework. Yeah, I'm just exhausted. My brain doesn't work, bro. My brain doesn't work. Fuck. Oh, man. All right. You know, when I sit up, things are about to end. All right. I'll live stream tomorrow though. I'll live stream tomorrow. I'll live stream tomorrow. No, Isaiah. No. We ain't doing that, bro. I'm probably just gonna eat something and watch the I'll live stream tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. Maybe I'll figure out what the hell I'm doing with these live streams one of these days, but right now I literally don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do, man. I just don't want to talk about talk about negative things. I just want to kind of have fun with it, you know? But and I feel like there's a good amount of people who want to like tune in just to hear me do monologues about women and stuff, but I don't know. It hurts my soul sometimes, bruh. Hurts my soul. Look at this guy. I'm just trying to be like him at the end of the day. I think we all are. I think we all are, really. Maybe we should watch some Star Wars tonight and just chill the hell out. You know what I mean? When's the date? I don't know, dude. I haven't even set it up yet because I don't really care. I don't have work tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so. Oh, thank you, Kabadu Gavin, for the 420 for the road. Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's take over the government. We got this. Yeah. I wish. All right. Have a good night, guys. Peace. Till tomorrow.